tzaddik. He comes and does it every week. He's a tzaddik. We never know what each person has endured, has to deal with. We never know. Right? We look at our challenges and say, hey, that's easy. What's the big deal? But as the Bartanura says, right? Do not judge him until you have undergone the same challenge and overcome it. And that same challenge for you is not the same challenge for him, because you're a world and he's a world and she's a world and everyone is a world. So you never know what's really going on there with the other person. Let's just see a couple more. Okay. This is an interesting thought from Rabbi Berkowitz. B'tzedek tishbot amitecha. Interesting. That's the puzzle we began with, right? With righteousness you shall judge your friend. So in a way, we seem to be saying you should judge positively. Right? We're not simply saying don't judge. Do judge, but positively. But why? Why don't we just say, don't judge? Don't judge. Don't judge others. Why are we saying judge others, right? Why did the Torah say, mind your own business? There's I think Rav Yaakov Yosef Herman. We have a book here, All for the Boss, about him. As he was walking along the streets of the Lower East Side, this is in the 1930s, well before Orthodoxy had really taken a bit of a stronghold in New York. And he saw a person smoking. And he said to him, it's Shabbos, you're not supposed to be smoking on Shabbos. And the guy said to him, Rabbi, welcome to America. Here we have a saying, mind your own business. And he said, and tell me, if I saw you lying on the ground with a heart attack, convulsing, would you tell me, mind your own business? Or would you want me to get involved? See, here I don't see your body. I see your neshama. And he said it in a heartfelt manner. And he said, Rabbi, thank you. And he put out the cigarette. I shouldn't put it out. It's not a whole issue. Right? Another story with Rav Aryeh Levin. It's a book about him, a tzaddik in our time. Beautiful, beautiful book about a beautiful person. Mm-hmm. There was a person who had a shop, and he kept the shop open. Right? Fridays already, Shabbos, the shop is still open. Right? And people came to Rav Levine, you got to do something, you got to do something, you got to do something. So one Friday afternoon late, he went there to the shop, and he just sat down. And he's just watching. He said, Rabbi, can I get you something? No, I'm fine. Right? After I said, Rabbi, why are you here? He said, I wanted to see just how busy your store is, so I could fully appreciate the challenge that you have in closing on time for Shabbos. And the person said to him, Rabbi, everyone has come at me and yelled, you gotta close, you gotta close, you gotta close. You're the first one who took the time to understand the challenge that I have. I'll close on time. Thank you, Rabbi. And one last one, the Kutzker Rebbe. No, not the Kutzker Rebbe. This is the Ohev Yisroel, the Bedicheva Rebbe, who's known as an Ohev Yisroel. He always found a way to see good in everybody. Sees a guy smoking on Shabbos. He said to him, excuse me, do you know that it's Shabbos? He said, yes, Rabbi, I know what day it is today. Do you know that you're not supposed to smoke on Shabbos? Rabbi, everybody knows you're not supposed to smoke on Shabbos. Do you know what you are doing is smoking? Because, Rabbi, you're ridiculous. Of course I know I'm smoking. So he turns to the heavens and says, Ribono Shel Olam, Master of the universe, Mi ka'amcha Yisroel, who is like your nation Israel, that they are so brutally honest. Finding the positive. So this judging. So why don't we mind your own business? So in source number 8, Rabbi Yitzchak Berkovitz writes as follows. There are 2 answers. It is human nature to draw conclusions. It would be naive to think that we will not instinctively judge the actions of other people. The Torah acknowledges the human mindset. We are going to judge. That's what we do. In fact, in order to survive, we're constantly making judgment calls all around us. Therefore, the Torah gives us guidelines on how to judge others correctly. And number 2, we are meant to be active participants in society. We are not supposed to turn a blind eye to the world around us. One should not just say, I'm not getting involved. I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't care what he or she did. We have to care. Judaism is about being active members in society, not sticking our heads in the sand. Failure to judge the action of others is passively withdrawing from society. So that's what we do. That's what we have to do. And the Torah is telling us how to do it. In order to, like I said, in order to make the world around us that much better, and in order to see the good, right? It's all in our ayin tov, as Rav Volpe quoted before. The ayin tov, that good eye. And that determines the world around us. That determines the type of person that we are, determining the people want to be around us or not. And even most fundamentally, that determines that heavenly reflection of how we are perceived and how we are judged and how we are guided as we make our way through our life. So we didn't get to number 9, but we have a lot more. There's another sheet for this that we'll give on next week. We'll continue with this topic on judging others as we get ready for Rosh Hashana. If we want to hold on to the can, you want to give it back to me, you can. Either way, all good. Thank you, Dove, for that.
Thank you, Dove.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Yeah.